All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. It is our 11th UpRock weekly call, 11 on July 11. Welcome back. I'm going to bring on stage my co-founders, Christopher and Jesse.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys. Good to see you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Oh,
Pretty fantastic.
Pretty good. It's been crazy, amazing weather here. Hey, Ridvan. It's been crazy weather, beautiful weather here. I don't know. Everywhere's beautiful in the summertime, I guess. Well, I don't know about Arizona. I think it's 116 degrees down there or something. But anyway,
yeah. I'm on the.
Okay.
It's almost 90. It's almost 90 degrees over here, and it's super muggy, but it's great, as you can see.
Yeah.
Jesse, I see something behind you, but I can't quite see what it is. Where are you? Look at
That is
that.
the Capitol.
That's the coolest Zoom background ever.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get more into that. Obviously, Jesse is in America's capital, so we'll learn more about that in a minute. So real quick, introductions, who we are. I'm Jen, your host. I'm one of the co-founders of UpRock. I work on the user experience, anything that you're interacting with visually, that's me. I'm joined with my co-founders, Jesse Adams, who's our CEO, and Christopher O'Connell, who is our CTO. And today we have a very special guest. We have Isaac Bang, the CEO of Synesis One. So we'll bring him on in about 15 minutes. But it's good to see you all. And Chris, Jess, you want to say hi to the folks?
Yeah, hi everyone. Co-founder and CEO here, and I'm in the nation's capital. So glad to be here, and thanks everyone again for tuning in.
Howdy, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We sure love it when you come out and spend a little time with us to hear about what we're working on.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so we've got a packed agenda again. Okay, so what do we got? We're going to kick things off with some product development updates, in particular UPT staking V1 and expansion of our desktop applications. Got a new collaboration to announce with Asset Dash. And Jesse is going to share more about why he's in DC with Stand Crypto. And of course, we'll cap things off with an NFT giveaway. So let us, well, actually, before we dive into the nitty gritty, okay, here's what you need to do for the giveaway. We will be announcing a winner at the end of this live stream, which will be in about 30 minutes. Well, here's what you do. Go to x.com/DePioneerCats. Look at our pinned post for the instructions. What you'll need to do is follow both DePioneer Cats and Synesis One on X. You'll need to have a profile photo on your X account. And then in about 25 minutes, we're going to pick a winner. All right? So you'll have 25 minutes to get your entries in. Don't miss out on the cosmic opportunity.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Product updates and product attraction updates. Okay, let's actually dive right into the UPT staking. A couple of streams ago, we announced that we were kicking off our co-building program. We invited the community to share their feedback and suggestions. It just actually be a part of our development journey. In particular, a couple of weeks ago, we were asking about staking and things like in-app swapping and staking. And then last week, we published the comprehensive summary of those discussions. And this week, we now have published the proposal that outlines various UPT staking opportunities. The proposal includes detailed rewards calculations, boosts, contribute to earn programs, and things like that, future staking enhancements. So head over to our X account. You'll see the post there. You can read the whole. It's a very detailed article, very well thought through, and with a lot of great collaboration from the community. So head over there, read the proposal, then head over to our Discord. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please send them to us by Monday. So that is at July 15th. Okay. So yeah, go to x.com/uprock.com and you'll see the proposal there. Shout out to Roz for putting that together for us. Anything?
Yep. Thanks, Oz.
On the staking? Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah. So the main thing is about the staking. I'll just 2 points. One, it's a program to incentivize people and reward people for being long-term holders. So it's one of those. It's good for the token. Second is people have been asking please provide more ways to boost our earning rate. And so staking will directly multiply your earnings rate. So this is one of many things we're going to do, but staking is a really simple one. You stake your UPT, multiplies your earnings, and you get rewarded for being a long-term holder. So that's what that's about.
Great. Yeah. And I did. So very excited to have a more opportunities or more options here. I'm very excited to have the community involved. I really love that. Okay, so actually I didn't make a slide for this, but Chris, we have this is a busy month, right? Busier than usual. We've got what we had down the pipeline. We've got our first tasks for folks to start earning, right? By running some tasks. That's with Dad's project. And now we've got another announcement. We're expanding our desktop application. So, Chris, we are going over to what is it?
Absolutely. So we've been working really hard now that we're not spending so much time grinding away on KYC. We've been working really hard on the core parts of the product. So I'm super thrilled. I think we maybe mentioned this last week. We've been working to continue our task compiler and actually getting the task runtime working on various platforms. We ran some proto tasks, not quite complete tasks, but we ran a few tasks on some development versions. Obviously, this is in addition to the speed test task that we already run, but we're trying to make the task generic. We're building it so that the task runner actually interprets a form of WebAssembly. So one day in the not too distant future, people will be able to submit their own task types, not just task types that we have created. And we're super excited about that. This gives us a lot of flexibility and security. We've increased our withdrawal limits with some improved security and a better sense of what's going on, better analytics around all of that. We've increased the withdrawal limits, so there's far fewer of you who will be getting stuck on that problem. And as Jen already mentioned, we're happy to announce that we have a new member who joined our team, and he's working really hard on bringing the desktop apps all the way up to date with our mobile apps. And yes, I said apps, not just app, not just Mac OS anymore. So we are working on having about 90 to 95% of the code base shared between Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. We're obviously going to release Mac OS first because we already have that one out there, and we want to make sure that everybody who has that one has a great update. After that, we'll look at the other two platforms, probably release Windows second, and then maybe Linux on down the line. But with more shared code base, that means it'll be easier to maintain and that updates should be more frequent and quicker. It's been really wonderful. We thank you for all your support and all your patience as we worked through some problems with the KYC and the logins and all that kind of stuff. But with that stuff behind us, it's been wonderful to get back to working on some of our core engine improvements and the things that we really want to do in terms of publishing our tasks. So let me thank all of you for giving us this mandate to go out and do that and to build those wonderful things.
Yeah, it's really exciting I just love building, so it's very exciting to get back to put most of our energy back. Yeah.
And
this is a good question. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. This is a good question about.
Oh no, I saw the same question you did. Is it a browser-based app or is it a downloaded program? We do not run in your browser because doing so is not really safe. We can't guarantee a separation between your personal data in your browser and our own code in that case. So it is a downloadable app. The UI is, of course, driven by browser technologies because the UI is relatively simple compared to the complex internal portions of the application, but we're building the complex internal portions and a lot of the UI in a common language, and then we're just wrapping it up on each platform in a suitable web view for those times when you actually need to interact with pushing a button or logging in or something like that. Tufan says, how's it feel to have such a strong community before we even roll out on Windows? It feels great. We love you guys, and honestly, we think that probably mobile devices are the primary computing device for a lot of people, which is why that's where we focused our effort first. But we know plenty of people have a laptop or a desktop as well and would love to run UpRock there. So we want to meet you guys wherever you are.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
It's making the applications that it's harder than making. Yeah, obviously it's more difficult than making a browser extension, but much safer. And well, to quote Turner, we don't like. What did she say? Actually, I can't quote her because I don't remember. But we don't take the easy way. But okay, we do it the right way. All right, folks. Now, next one. Asset Dash. Okay, here's a new collaboration we've got with Asset Dash. Asset Dash, if you don't know, is a comprehensive portfolio tracker. They're packed with a bunch of features like a rewards program, educational content, games, and giveaways. And that's what we're doing with them. We've got a new Learn to Earn program, our course on Asset Dash, where you can learn more about UpRock and our ecosystem, how things work, and earn rewards along the way. We'll have more to share, like more rewards to share with Asset Dash. But Jess, is there anything you want to elaborate on with our collaboration here and about this course?
Yeah, so you can definitely check Asset Dash out. If you are a person that likes to experiment with a lot of different programs, DeFi, staking, you're using a bunch of different DeFi apps, Asset Dash wallet is pretty cool because it is able to track them all. And you can kind of see, because a lot of times you'll put your tokens everywhere and you forget where you put them. And not many wallets actually help you remember or figure out where you put them. Asset Dash wallet actually does a good job of that, so that's pretty cool. But here, yeah, you can learn to earn. We're gonna have another announcement with them next week with Asset Dash. The team is cool. If you swap with them, you get a ton of different tokens. We love that concept. We do that same thing here. We want to aggregate, bundle, grow our network by offering many ways to earn multiple tokens in our DePIN network. And they're doing the same thing with their swapping product. So they call it Super Swap. So check them out. They're a really cool team. And yeah, and you can earn some of their points and some of their tickets just by learning more about UpRock through their Learn program. Okay.
You know, I wanted to chime in on this for a moment. A few weeks ago, where there was a conversation and somebody was asking some questions like, how did you learn all this stuff? How does one learn all this stuff? And I think the answer is you got to learn little by little every day. So each of us, we've learned all this stuff over the years by doing and participating. And so this is a great platform that has a lot of great educational materials, both from us and from others. And we're really, really excited to be partnering with them. And so if some of these terms, maybe you're not familiar with them, or some of these conversations, maybe you're not familiar with them, there's a ton of great free resources out there on the web, and we encourage you to explore them because knowledge should be free. Knowledge is for everybody.
Yep. And it's on assetdash.com. Click on Learn. It's on the top category. It says Learn, and you'll see us right there on the front page, UpRock icon, and you can just go through the quiz and earn some points and tickets with that program. So.
Great. Okay. And so not only is this like a new collaboration between UpRock and Asset Dash, but Asset Dash and DePioneers as well, right? We're doing they're going to be giving away for DePioneer holders gold membership, I believe. Is that too far?
Yeah. So we have something else coming next week. So we're gonna hold that excitement for next week. But we are going to DePioneer. But it's okay. But DePioneer holders will get a gold membership perk for when you use Asset Dash just by being a DePioneer NFT holder. So really cool perk. We told you guys we're going to work on those things, and here's one we're going to announce. But we have even a couple other things that'll be pretty cool that we're going to share on the next live stream. Actually, we'll probably do it on Monday, and then and we'll talk about it on Thursday, next live stream. But.
Okay, great. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll talk more about it next week. Okay, so Jesse, you have been quite the jet setter lately. What are you doing in DC?
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. Coinbase and has there's a nonprofit called Stand with Crypto, and they invited about 30 entrepreneurs around the United States, different cohorts from different states. So I'm from Washington State. People came from Portland. Some from California, Pennsylvania, and just around the block. And so the whole point with Stand with Crypto is to lobby the politicians in Capitol Hill to be more pro-crypto with their legislation. You know, U.S. isn't the only place that does crypto. That, you know, I know the audience is not all just USA, but it's very important that one of the G7 countries isn't so negative against crypto, which currently it pretty much is. You know, if you guys follow SEC or if you look at C-SPAN and you see some of the memes that come out, like whenever a crypto CEO is invited to that, and the questions they ask, you're just like pulling your hair out, like, what kind of dumb questions are these? And you think, you know, these are the ones that they seem so uneducated about crypto, and they're making all the rules. It doesn't make any sense. So I wanted to come here and see, what did the staff, what are the people on the Hill actually know about crypto? It's like, is it really true they just don't care, or do they think it's all Ponzi, or is it all like just money laundering? And so one of the biggest impacts you can do, obviously, is like, you can, you know, there's a couple of things. You can send a letter in. You can dial in on a phone. But what the biggest impact you can have is to make people know that crypto has real positive impact on society, as a startup, on the community, is to show up and just talk about your startup, talk about as a founder, and then tell them how the regulation is actually hurting your company. I think for us, because it's so unregulated, or it's like a highway without like stop signs or road signs, but you still get pulled over, but even though there's no rules on the road. And so, you know, what that means is we have to pay way more money out for legal fees, like way more, and the lawyers don't know what they're doing because they have no idea of what's safe or not. So what ends up happening is we have this hopscotch effect of making companies, one in Delaware, one in here, one in overseas. Every crypto entrepreneur thinks about this because not every country is good with crypto, really, and US is pretty bad about it. So we got to meet 4 senators, and we all sat down in a room, told our story, said crypto is not just about finance, it is a technology, it's a far superior way to build the internet, and it will change everything. So if you're equally nervous and scared and paying so much attention to AI, you should spend the same amount of attention on Web3 because it is a necessary counterweight. AI and Web3 crypto, it needs to be balancing each other to build a better future. So you have to take both very, very, very seriously, and you cannot let innovation stop on both sides. And so we talked to them about that, and so we were pleasantly surprised how much of the staff actually understood what we're talking about. Some were like, still thinks it's a money laundering scheme, and some were actually like surprisingly like got down with the lingo, which is, we were kind of shocked. But anyway, that's why I'm here. It's pretty awesome to just be in the Capitol. It's fucking hot here. I used to live in Maryland. It's really, really, really hot here. But it's just great. So that's what Stand with Crypto is. So if you are in the US, check out Stand with Crypto, sign up, participate. You know, it's pretty easy to sign up and get involved. And it's if you believe in crypto to change the future for the better, you should, you know, check it out.
I really love how on the site they do a quick summary of like key politicians who are very for crypto, very much for it, and very much against it. Because it's just lost, right? There's so many topics, so many issues that senators are versed in, and I'm sure the crypto just gets like falls through the cracks for a lot of them. So it's nice to see people who are actually really paying attention to it, but also paying attention enough to have a strong, positive opinion about it. So really love that. Do you know if they have, so for the folks who are not in the US, do you know if there's a sister site or sister organization in different countries? Do they share anything like that, or?
I'm not sure. I know this one's very focused on the US, and Coinbase, their team was really awesome. They hosted the whole thing for us, got to know them. And I don't know about overseas. Like many countries are, like the EU, Romania, some countries are a lot better about the rules around crypto. But yeah, sadly, US is not there yet, and it's a problem. So yeah. Anyway, it'll make the whole market, everything will go up is if the next president of the United States says crypto is awesome. You know, we all know this. So yeah, the main point is like, we need to talk to them and say, hey, you know, Wall Street is also just as bad, but you don't shut them down. So you shouldn't shut this down. This is not just about finance. It's actually amazing technology. It's how you can build a better healthcare system, you know, build many different systems, logistics, all that stuff will be better if it's decentralized, tokenized, etc. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great. Thanks for the update. Looking forward to having you back in Seattle shortly before you have to leave again and go to New York.
Yep.
So we'll see you for a couple of days. All right, Jess, I'm actually going to take you on mute for a little bit. You can take yourself off when it's time to talk, but it's just a little bit windy, all right?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. And while I do that, folks, I'm sorry we were about 5 minutes late, so we're going to run about 5 minutes over. I am going to bring on stage Isaac Bang. Hey, Isaac, good to see you.
Hey guys,
folks, Isaac,
happy to be here.
So folks, Isaac is the CEO of Synesis One. He's a seasoned technologist with a lot of experience in blockchain, gaming, digital health, and AI. So Isaac, it's really good to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Thanks. So Isaac, Synesis One is doing incredible work in decentralized AI and blockchain. Can you share with everyone what you're all about and what inspired its creation?
Sure. So just a quick rundown of Synesis and what we do. So we're what we call an enterprise AI data engine. So we help companies and government entities scale their data needs. So anything from collecting raw data to data pre-processing, which is tagging, labeling, annotation of data. So pretty much getting data ready to be used for model training and their AI needs. Oftentimes, like if you're not a big tech company or if your core business is not in AI, you don't have the in-house resources to do that. And what more increasingly, we're seeing a lot of companies come to realize how much time and effort goes into sort of preparing their data, but they don't have that in-house expertise. So we use a token incentivized network to help crowdsource these kinds of needs.
Yeah, it's same similar to what we've been saying here at UpRock. You know, it's with the data, it's garbage in, garbage out. You have to make sure you're getting a healthy set of data, but also healthy way of extracting it and processing it. So,
of course.
So can you mentioning the earning the rewards? I think I saw some on the site. You're doing staking opportunities, potential rewards available on Synesis One. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So ever since we launched, we've been launching single-sided staking. So rather than doing a token pair, we just allow people to stake SNS tokens. We only have one pool that's currently active, but it does require you locking it up until October. But it's still pretty good APY. I'm not sure if we'll renew these pools after October, but we'll have to see when we get there. Besides that, I think other ways to earn. One passive way to earn is to hold a Canon NFT, which is our NFT. That's also a requirement for the workers on our platform to be able to access what we call a train to earn platform. So being able to actually do the work, the data work that we post and earn money. So that's one way. And then obviously the main way to earn on our platform is to participate in these campaigns where you're contributing your time and efforts for these different types of data campaigns.
Gotcha. So lots of ways to earn here. I'm sorry, you mentioned Canon, your NFT. Is there? Do you have anything? Can you tell me more about Canon, or was that the gist of it, or?
Yeah. So Canon NFTs are a collection of 10,000 English words. So each one is a different word. And what they do is, number one, they are pretty much the entry ticket into our train to earn platform. So you stake a Canon NFT, and then you gain access to the jobs that are available. And then, as mentioned again, they generate this passive yield. And the fun thing about the passive rewards is that the amount that you get every month differs based on how frequently your word that you own is utilized. So if there are new campaigns that have, you know, a specific word that's used more frequently than others, then that word earns more that month, and so on.
Oh, that's interesting. That's fun for all the wordsmiths out there too.
Yeah,
I like
so it's like it's a little different from traditional like rarity based on like attributes. It's more of a I guess rare. It's not even a rarity. It's more of like, you know, what word can you speculate will get used more, and so on.
Yeah. Could I have a word like the or of?
I don't know if we should have
Choose words.
those.
Okay, darn. It has to be a little more complex than those. Okay. All right. All right. Well, so Isaac, look ahead. What are your long-term goals with Synesis One? Where do you see the company in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, so it's funny because you know, the next 5 to 10 years is an eternity in the space.
I know.
Not only the Web3 space, but
I know.
AI
I might as well
space.
say the next 10 years.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
right
for
now, like
sure.
our main focus is onboarding new clients and getting different campaigns up. So uh, we're currently working on 2 new types of campaigns. Number one is data annotation. And when it comes to data annotation, uh, for, you know, text data, it's still very widely different for different companies and the use cases. So one of the things that we're working on is um, helping this AI company encode logic into natural language data. And for that, they need to annotate. Like if you have a sentence, you need to be able to break it down into like, what's the subject, what's the action, who or what is the action being taken on. And these kind of sort of annotations are needed in not only English, but different languages. So that's something that's very frontier in terms of like, it's a level above the traditional LLMs, because you have LLMs that are trained on a bunch of raw natural language data, but it doesn't take into account all the logic and context and you know, all that is necessary for an AI to be able to start performing some kind of reasoning. Right now, it's just pure statistical prediction. So that's one use case that we're working on. Another one is image tagging. So a little bit more advanced than just labeling images, but more of like if you have an image, like, you know, drawing bounding boxes around it and then labeling what those boxes are and so on, so that we can help some of the computer vision AI use cases. So yeah, so the big focus is expanding the use case and the types of jobs that are available on our platform, and obviously bringing on new clients. And I think one of the big sort of skepticism that we see that gets thrown a lot is like, hey, data tagging is going to be done by AI. And to some degree, it's true. Like there's more and more automation tools that come out for labeling and tagging. But as models get more advanced, like the data requirements will also get more advanced. You need more high quality data, you need more domain specific data. And so the whole field of data pre-processing will evolve with the advancement of these models. So I don't think the human sort of intervention or human assistance will ever be completely obsolete. I think human in the loop will always yield better results for the models.
Yeah, yeah. It's well, it sounds like there's a lot in the future. It's really amazing. We're at a time where, you know, you could ask somebody, well, where do you see your company in the next 5 to 10 years? But like as we were just joking or laughing about earlier, in AI, we might as well say within the next 1,000 years, because it moves so fast. but that also means there's just so much like opportunity in like there's a completely new way of looking at things and solving problems. So when someone says, oh, you can't do this because it's like, well, in the old way, but now so much is opened up to us now with AI and Web3, just a new way of even using the internet. So new way of using the new internet. So there's just so many amazing opportunities. And it's good, it's fun to hear what you've got in store. And I'm sure there's going to be more magical things coming down the pipeline. But so far what you've got is pretty great. So it's really exciting to see that happen. So we'll
Definitely.
see it in a year from now, because have to be pretty fast.
Yeah, and also one of the things I want to say too is like, the Synesis One, they have their tasks are a little more active, and this is really interesting because for UpRock, our tasks are passive, and we're excited about kind of testing some of your tasks through our network and see. I think people, they ask us, hey, are there more ways to earn? And I think we have an active audience that want to actually do some active tasks too. So I think this is why it's exciting to work with you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like one thing that we're different from, I would say, almost every sort of data marketplace / labeling tagging company that's out there in Web3 is that we take an approach of getting the supply first, or getting the demand first, meaning that we source the jobs first. So you're not gonna be doing some random job that's never gonna, be used. So all of the work that you do is actually being utilized by companies. So I mean, to some people that might matter, that might not. But for me personally, like I would like it if the time I spent doing something is actually impactful, right? So.
Absolutely, that very much follows our own model, and that's why we think you guys are such a great place for us to collaborate, because we believe it's not good just to build a little clockwork universe, but it has to actually have a real world application and a way to bring work and value from outside of the traditional Web3 ecosystem to grow the DePi for everybody. Sorry, exactly. I'm on the dad puns tonight.
And build the future. I don't know if you guys caught that, by the way, on our intro, but co-building the future is our hashtag this week. I mean, it doesn't really do much if you just want to use it, but this is our hashtag, co-building the future with Synesis. All right. Okay. Anything else to add, Isaac, before we give the people their giveaway?
Nothing in particular. I think although right now the market is pretty, I guess, turbulent and whatnot, but I do think the whole DePIN AI crypto sector is going to be huge. So we've seen it blow up starting from the end of last year to the early this year, and then it sort of the attention sort of shifted towards meme coins. I'm sure we're gonna see another super cycle when it comes to DePIN and AI. And it's kind of important because whenever the attention shifts to certain sectors, there's a lot of fluff and BS that just comes in. So I think this is a great time to identify who are actual builders, who are actually doing things that are real. When the market's down, they're building, and so it's that's, I think, one of the biggest things to really spend your time on, just to filter out all the noise from what's real, so that when the next cycle happens, then you're at a really good position. Yeah,
that's very sound advice. This will be the time where separate the oh gosh, I'm so bad with my sayings today. The wheat from the chaff, something like that.
The wheat from the chaff, indeed. This will separate the mechanical Turks from the real AI, to use some computer science terminology, some computer science history terminology.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think we do have a question. I'm not sure if this is specific to your platform, but JK or GK has asked said that they're not a non-English native speaker. Since most people have to use English to do their work, it takes 2 to 3 times as much as other people. Is there some sort of auto translation that could be possible?
So right now, and you know, in the future as well, we'll have multiple languages for these different campaigns. So our clientele is more heavily skewed towards East and Southeast Asia. So right now we run campaigns in English, Korean, and Thai. We're probably going to expand that into the future into Hindi, as well as Tagalog, and a few other languages. But so those other languages are available. We have seen people using Google Translate or other translation sort of software. Oftentimes, it doesn't work too well because it gets filtered out because it doesn't sound natural. But there are still opportunities for, even if it might take you a little longer, you could still participate. And you know, although it might be harder to compete with other native speakers that are a lot faster.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so there you have it, JK or GK. Sorry, I said it twice, but GK. So, okay, well, great. All right. Well, how about this? Why don't we go into the giveaway? Do you guys, let's have you all stay on the stage for this.
Alrighty, everyone. So is it giveaway time? Because I feel like it's giveaway time.
Chris, while you load up on your site or your side for the drawing site, I will give you a few seconds here. Okay, so before we draw the winners, folks, a huge shout out to Synesis One for sponsoring or partnering for this giveaway, and for Isaac for being here. Make sure you give them a follow on Twitter. So it's Synesis_1. Go to their website, Synesis.one, to learn more about their groundbreaking work. In fact, and anyway, you need to follow them on Twitter anyway, and DePioneer Cats anyway, if you want to be entered into this giveaway, which we're about to do in about 10, 15 seconds. So go ahead and do that. And again, huge shout out and huge thank you for Synesis for this DePioneer giveaway. Very excited to be able to offer it to everyone.
Yeah, thanks. Awesome. Thanks for joining us today. It's great. It's been fun.
Yeah. Chris, are you
ready? I'm ready. I got my screen shared when you want to pull it up. And Isaac, you can tell me when to push the button as soon as the screen is shared.
Okay, let me add this to the stage.
Alrighty, here we go. So we got, we loaded up this tweet from Synesis One. We got DePioneer's Cats and Synesis One as must follows. You got to have a profile picture. You can have any number of tweets. You have to have existed for at least a week. Latest number of tweets. Look good to everybody?
Pull the lever.
It looks good.
230 entries. All right, here we go, guys. And we will go ahead. Isaac, you want to tell me when to hit the button?
Hit it.
All right, here we go. Begin draw. And Ricardo Shida all right, so please go ahead. Congratulations. We hope you love your new cat. Please go ahead and send us a direct message on Twitter from this account so we know it's you, and we'll follow up with how we're actually going to airdrop that to you. Thanks very much, everyone, for participating. We, as I always say, and I always mean it, we are truly honored that you choose to spend your time with us when you could do it with so many other things. So thank you very much for coming out and hearing what we've been up to.
Yeah, thanks
so much. Yeah, thanks for joining, and I appreciate you all. And again, from the Capitol, let's try to make this, have a great year. And thanks everyone joining, and welcome to the posse for the winner. Cheers.
All right, everybody. Cheers, y'all.
All right, bye everyone. Thank you, Isaac.
Cheers.
Thanks everyone. Thanks, Synesis.
Thank you.